So I have just got off of a live training where I taught sales calls to our members of the NAVA Client Challenge. And towards the end of that training, because we ran over, because we always like to give as much as we can, this little man woke up from his morning nap and he just came and joined us on the call. Now, it's an interesting one because it's considered unprofessional in our culture to have your children on in the workplace, and I think that we often as mums feel like we need to put the children away in order to look professional, but I actually feel like I really want to hold space for those mums that are working from home with kids. And there are times where having Arlo in the screen, it is going to be unprofessional because it's going to distract what it is that I'm delivering and what it is that I'm teaching. So fair enough, like if I'm not giving my all and giving my attention to my clients, then that is where I feel the unprofessionalness comes in, because I'm not prioritizing their needs. And that for me is important. But in terms of like him being around and them knowing I've got a baby and me feeding the baby in front of them, I don't care. And I don't think they care either. Maybe they do, but I'm not going to worry about them caring, because I'm going to demonstrate that it's okay. And I'm going to demonstrate that it's okay so that I'm being a leader in the sense of leading from the front with, we all have our own human lives that we're running, and we don't need to sign up for the boring corporate shit that makes us have to leave our life at the door. Obviously, with everything there is a line. If he is screaming on the call or burping or farting or distracting in some way that's a problem, then and it starts to bleed into that customer experience, then fine. If I start bursting into tears on calls and I'm bringing my problems and moaning about my life to clients, and I'm not leaving my stuff at the door, then fine. Like, there is a reason why we have these things and a reason why they're there. But I do think that being a human is one of the best things you can demonstrate in business. What the hell? Something just flew at the window. It was something to do with a bird. Being a human is one of the best things you can demonstrate because, number one, it makes you relatable. Number two, it enables other people to connect with you. And number three, you give them permission to be human too. They don't look at you and think, oh shit, she's perfect, I need to be perfect as well, or I'm not going to be good enough. It's like, oh, Cordelia brings her baby on the call. Interesting. Maybe that's okay for me to do as well. And I've had clients that have got new babies, that are pregnant, that are going through and it's like, I personally want the kind of client base that are okay with me being me. Like, I don't want to over accommodate or make sure that I do what I can to please everybody all of the time, because I know that I can't do that anyway. So what am I getting at? Well, this is Arlo, and he is very much a part of Rebellious Business. I'm not putting him in a nursery. I don't want to put him in a nursery. I'm home with him. I love being with him. We have support where he lets me work because I've got Jennifer come and look after him. But I do not want to change that, and I don't have to change that. And I'm just putting it out there and saying it that you don't have to either if you don't want to. One of the most beautiful things about designing your own business and your own life is that you get to do it how you want to do it. And so if that means having a baby home with you whilst you work all day, then go for it. You have my full support. And I want to just shine the light and the torch and hold the baton, or whatever the flipping phrase is, for those women that are juggling, but they're juggling because they want to be there for their kids and they want to be in their kids' lives. And that for me was the reason why I started this business. So why am I going to put him in a nursery so that I can work when I've been working from home so I can be with him? So there we go. Hope you have a wonderful Friday. That was my ramble for the week.